Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Call of Duty World Championship, proudly presented by Xbox. Myself, Rel, and Gandhi here, guiding you through Optic Gaming against NSP.
Yeah, it's annihilation right now. Optic Gaming looks very strong, 6-0. I think they won by like 1,000 on domination.
Around about that, 1,000 and a half.
Give or take like 100. But now we find ourselves on Freight Blitz. Now, Freight Blitz, definitely one of the more competitive game modes across the world. People look really good on this. It's one of the more consistent blitzes too. I mean, the spawns are very good, and a lot of pro teams just enjoy playing this.
Well, this is it, and I mean, particularly on this map, Blitz Freight, it's very heavily momentum-based, so if you can get one capture, you can probably get another, and you can just kind of get this train track going into the other capture point.
Yeah, and really what you're looking to see here from both teams, the first thing you want to look at is white control. You always want to push out white no matter what side. And the other thing is spawn control. You want to get a guy into the back of the base. If you're Optic, you need that guy back lumber. And what he does is forces the enemies to spawn back red. So you just get easy caps.
Yeah, exactly, and this is it, because you can control the spawn so well on this map, which just opens things up so much.
Yep.
I mean, we can see Optic making a bold start here in the first minute, 2 captures already, and looking really strong here to take this.
Yeah, NSP kind of has to figure themselves out. Right now, if you're looking at your mini-map, it's kind of, they're just sitting at their base. They need to be a little bit more aggressive. They can't be afraid to battle Optic one-on-one in the middle of the map. They just can't do it.
Well, Scump here is just tearing things up. 6-0, just picking up kill after kill. He's even got the scavenger perk on there to collect more ammunition. Decides to finally go for that capture. I think he wanted more kills.
Yeah, I mean, what is he on, an 8-point streak right now?
Yep.
7-0. He's doing okay.
We're going to stick with Scump until he finally goes down. I mean, he's on a rampage at the moment. The Ginger Ninja just pushing around the map, and he's flanking all over the place. Finally goes down.
Yeah, and what he was trying to do was trying to get right behind their base. He wanted to just kind of pinch them in their base. Nadeshot's going to be taken down. Scump now coming off the respawn as well as Clayster, and now they're going to look to kind of get control of their base. And I kind of like this slow approach from them. 9 times out of 10, we're going to see everyone try to up the pace, but I like kind of slowing it down, because when you control the pace, you can win. Well,
this is it. They're being very clinical about their approach. They're not being complacent with this. They're staying within the comfort zone, and they're just making sure that they get the win out of this. But they have just lost the capture point there to NSP.
Yep, so 4-1 here. Jumping on board with
Dalashi.
Yep, that's the ticket. And he spots one and isn't able to take him down. And now we're seeing as Archart, he gets the kill, but the guy is able to sneak on through.
Yeah, and with Archart, I'm going to make this statement. I'm going to say he's probably the best South Korean player, given that he's returned here again from Call of Duty Championships 2013.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say he's the best South Korean player that I've seen. But he does get shut down there once again by Nadeshot.
Bold statement, Cotton. Bold
I'm all about them bold statements.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, taking a look here, 6-1. And Optic definitely prefers going on this side, because they can set up that spawn trap so well, top white, as you just saw, or top Owens, excuse me, as you just saw. And basically what it does is it forces them to come right through that door, and now Bose is in the money spot, no pun intended. I mean, by staying here, he's going to force him to spawn back red. This is looking great.
Yeah, really well set up here from Optic Gaming, just bringing up the map so you guys can see how they're manipulating these spawns and how they're setting up. Embo's just staying in that position there, and he just pokes around the corner and picks up another kill. Very easy for him.
Yeah, Embo's now just basically hanging out, waiting for his teammates to keep rallying in, and that's what we're going to see. We're going to see a lot of Embos just cross-mapping them with the MTAR, and it's looking good.
Well, I've switched over to Nadeshot with him being...
Oh, wow, he's doing well, too.
He is. He's 12-5 now, and probably one of, if not the most popular Call of Duty player in the competitive scene. Here we go.
Look at that steady aim, man.
He's just flanking around the back. I mean, Optic Gaming are making this look easy now. They had a slow but...
oh, God.
I think they just know
How dare you look at Nadeshot?
He was like, yep, someone's going to appear here. I'm just going to start shooting.
He was like, excuse me, I'll take autographs after.
I love it. I absolutely love it. But, yeah, Nadeshot is just running rampage. I mean, these doors are just wide open. NSP haven't even had the chance to close them, and it's just making things very easy for Optic Gaming.
This is the spot you want to be in. This is, an ideal situation in a more evenly skilled matchup, Nadeshot wants to stay in that spot and just literally hold down that position and just lock them down.
Oh, yeah, exactly, because it just allows his teammates to just keep relaying those captures. And as you say, he can just take out player after player as they come off spawn.
Yep. Switching on board here with Clayster, 25 seconds left, 13-4. NSP showing a little bit of life here, but, Clayster now is able to get the kill, but he's actually going to end up being taken down by Artshot as well. Jumping on board with Mbos, pushing into bottom red. He's got a guy beside him, and he's going to be cleaned up. Final 10 seconds. Will NSP get a last-second cap?
Let's have a look. Is there anyone approaching that capture point? Ooh, we could see something here, but the doors aren't open. What a shame.
That's always depressing.
Oh, well. But 13-4, so, you know, Optic Gaming, a big lead there. But I've got to say on Blitz Freight, if there's any map where you can come back from a huge deficit, it's on Freight.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, if NSP plays their cards right and they manipulate the spawns and they get control of back white and they kind of just abuse top white as well, I could see them kind of putting up a little bit of a fight. But again, I mean, I haven't seen much out of NSP to kind of be like, oh, yeah, they can come back in this. So, betting man, Optic closes this out, no problem at all.
Yeah, I'd probably go with you on that. I think it's a fairly reasonable thing to conclude from this. But, you know, I don't want to rule anyone out just yet. Benjanuri trying to make a push through middle map, but both him and Artshot and Deloshi getting shut down, leaving Turbo all on his own, and he is nowhere near his own defense point.
Sneaky little girl.
Yep.
Look at this. He's going to open up the front door, and he's going to round all the way around. I kind of like the play, and he has to win this gun battle. He wins this gun battle, he gets a cap.
There we go, and that's actually 3 down now against Optic. Turbo needs to now push in and try and get that capture there. 10 blitz points behind.
Ooh. Is he going to go for this? And he's going to have a guy pushing in. That's a great job. If you're Optic, you want to get that guy out of top white immediately.
Because as you say, I mean, that white building is such an important building on Blitz Freight.
Yeah.
That's the point that everyone wants to be pushing through, so you need to really get control of that. Here we go. Benjanuri now in a great position to go for a capture. He's just being very cautious. I think he's wanting some support from his teammates.
Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out. He's trying to figure it out, and he's like, well, I guess no one's here.
Yeah, he eventually decides to go for it when no one could be seen, but Turbo is all alone now to defend the home catcher point.
Nice.
Big kill. Turbo actually takes down both Nadeshot and Scump, and he's not going to be able to defend it. Embo should be able to get a capture here.
Yep, Embo's waiting, trying to pre-fire the door. He's waiting for his teammates to come in, and he's like, do I want it? Do I not want it? And he's going to choose control, and he's, you know, he could have went for the cap, but I mean, they're up by, you know, 10 caps. They're not in too much of a dire need for it, so I kind of understand.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get map control more than anything there. Just drive NSP back into the home spawn, and Scum just ripping things apart once again. Double positive, 16-8 and 7 captures. Look at Nadeshot though there, 21-10.
Yeah, normally when you're plus 11 with 7 capture, you're doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, he's really stood out for me. Both on this game and the Search and Destroy played absolutely solidly against the South.
Oh, here's the 2.
There we go. And once again, Nadeshot showing his true class here. And competing at the highest possible level here at the Call of Duty World Championship presented by Xbox.
Positive 13. Waiting to just keep getting yet another kill. And, almost got, I was going to say almost yet another cap. Clayster now hanging out in the back, just trying to spawn kill here. And notice how, you know, the members of Complexity, I saw Clayster. The members of Optic Gaming running 4 subs.
Yep.
4 subs, man. Wow. They learned a lot from SB.
This is it. I mean, they know they can be aggressive here. They've got the confidence and they've got the firepower to do it. Each player is so individually talented in these close quarter situations that they are able to just run 4 subs and they can make it look easy.
Yeah.
I've got to say 4 subs on this map, Blitz Freight, is something that we do see quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very standard just because, you know, you want to keep the pressure on them at all times. And the more gunfights you get into, the better it is, especially if you're winning those gunfights.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Back on board with Artshot. Has managed to get 2 captures here. In terms of kills and deaths, really struggling, 9-25. The best player I'd say so far for NSP has definitely been Turbo across this series.
You think Turbo?
I'd go for Turbo.
So you went Artshot's the best South Korean, and
yeah,
Turbo.
Well, of course, I like to go back on myself quite.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm just trying to keep up.
No, it's okay. I mean, in terms of achievements, I would say Artshot is one of the best.
Okay, I guess
in terms of this series against Optic, though, Turbo, I mean, 19-22, he's almost breaking neutral.
Yeah, no, he's not doing bad at all. I mean, Turbo spots 1. Will he be able to get it? And he jumped twice at him. That's something you don't normally see.
But that scoreline just getting greater and greater for Optic Gaming, 23-6. It is mathematically impossible for NSP to actually win this, so it is going to be a 3-0 victory in the best of 5 series. But of course, NSP are going to see this through and play right to the end.
And the Green Wall's got to be a little bit happy. They're saying, well, you know, they came out, they won their map 1, and now it looks like they're going to win. But again, it's not all done for Optic. Optic does not want to come out of pool play being a 2nd seed and having to fight, you know, basically a very strong North American team, possibly, or any team that strong 1 seed possibly at all round 1. You want to avoid that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the thing with this pool play. So the first seed in each pool will be randomized as 1 to 8 going into the double elimination bracket. So, you know, you could get first seed, you could get 8th. There's no control in that. And the second seed is 9 to 16th. Sorry, the second qualifier from each pool, it gets 9 to 16th.
Yeah, and, you know, the randomized seeds are really going to change a lot when it comes out. I mean, we have no idea what it's going to be, and as long as you get a 1 seed, you can pretty much safely say, okay, my team should be able to win round 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that should be the way it goes because, of course, you know, a top-placing team from one group has to be playing a second-placing team from another.
Yeah.
So the argument's there that the top-placing team should win.
Should.
But as we know from many, many events, it doesn't always go that way.
No, it doesn't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Optic Gaming bringing the noise, coming in hot.
Yeah.
Coming in way hot as Embos just shanks a guy.
Look at that. 34 kills apiece for Kalista and Embos, absolutely slaying to death. And Nadeshot, 12 captures as well.
Yeah, they had an okay performance.
Yeah, well, they did all right, I guess. But, yeah, they've really shown their class against NSP there. And, you know, NSP are going to be dropping out of this pool. I believe Epsilon have defeated them as well.
Have they already played? I don't think they've played.
I think
I think that's next.
That's the next one. Okay, well, we will see what happens there.
Yeah.
But Optic Gaming have managed to take NSP down, and Optic Gaming looking really, really strong.
Yeah, and in case you guys have just tuned in to watch Optic, we do have a 3-way tie in one of our pools from earlier today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one's this?
It's Immunity, TEC, and Envious. And get this.
Ooh.
These teams have to play in a search and destroy round robin, and the top 2 will advance out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's talk about wild.
Yep, and
wild.
You know, this is familiar territory for Team Immunity because last time they found themselves in this kind of situation. What's interesting actually is Team Immunity, they didn't really think they'd be able to defeat Envious.
Really?
Yeah, but they thought their focus was on the Tech game. They thought we'll probably lose to Envious, but we need to beat Tech. Lost to Tech, beat Envious.
That's COD.
Yep,
that is Call of Duty for you, man.
That's Call of Duty all over. But it's been a brilliant series here. Optic Gaming showing their dominance. We're just going to round things off here. So thank you for joining the Bravo stream. Of course, we will catch you guys later. And stay tuned for more.